Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Art, and if this is the first time, welcome. If this is a returning visitor, welcome again. You're always welcome in the video of art. I'm here to do another video. Now, what I'm going to do today, I'm going to talk about some things that's been on my mind recently. And I'm going to explain to you why I do, why I believe the things I do, what I think, okay? So don't judge, okay? Now, what happened was that a lot of people, I go to this diner every morning for breakfast before I go to work. And a lot of the people there, they're very conservative. Very conservative. And then when they know that, oh, here's the liberal coming in. And I always get people, and they always rip me, these older guys, they always rip me, hey man, we're gonna get some free stuff. Yeah, we're gonna get some free stuff, free stuff, free stuff. I'm like, so today, I just basically cleared the air. I was like, number one, I am a liberal. You're damn right. You're conservative. You're damn right. Number one, just because I'm a liberal does not mean I believe in a lot of liberal things. It doesn't mean I'm believing a lot of conservative things. Okay? Depending upon the situation and what's going on, I might like it or not like it. Okay? That's the way how things are. That's how things are with me. Okay? One. And so what happened, they looked up and said, well, what has the left ever done for you? Hmm. And I go, nothing. What has the right done for you? And these are like six old guys, like in their 60s. And I said, what has worshiping the right, what has being a right, a rightist, a conservative, what has that done for you? What has it done for you? Do they come from the sky and blow your cock or something like that? Do they give you extra money? Well, yeah, look at that tax break. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. I gotten $200 more on my tax returns than I did in the last 10 years. You're absolutely right. That means our government operates under less money. Okay, so that means if it runs out of money for things it needs to do, that means it's going to rob Peter to pay Paul. I'd rather have them have an overabundance of money so that way when they need something really bad, they got that money to do it. Okay, just like with you stack your money so to do what you got to do. So when you want to do something that cuts out of the ordinary, you want to make sure you're covered, right? Right. That's how I care. That's how I look at it. I said, well, you want to tell you something? You want to tell you what has the left done for me? Nothing. You want to tell you what the right has done? One, the right took away a lot of things that actually helps people. They defund and dismantle a lot of programs that actually help people. No, 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 no. Well, you mean like food stamps? I say food stamps is one. Food stamps is one. Thing is, a lot of people survive off of food stamps. A lot of people do. Some people can't make ends meet, so that food stamps kind of help them out. Not everybody's blessed with a job at Ford or GM making six figures. Not everybody's blessed with that. Okay? You can sit here and tell me get yourself a better job. And I look up. I said, "Well, let's look at this. Let's look at our waitress." And she's like, "Think about this. She works this kind of job because because that way she can do the things she needs to do. Okay, she's in school. Okay, she can't work. She has to work somewhere where it's flexible with her school. Right, right. Okay, you want to tell her to make more money? She's trying to make more money. This is a stepping stone to making more money. But what if this is your livelihood? What if you live off these tips? Now think about this. Your bill may be $5, $6, and you give them $1. They're living off that dollar that you give them. They had to live off of that dollar. My bill comes to five something every day, and I give them $2 tip. That's almost 50%. Some people give them every now and then 5 or 6 or whatever. Okay. But the thing is that if you never have to live it, you never understand it. You know, I never lived in a mansion. I never lived in a park. I mean, tell you the truth, this was the first time I lived in a house with 4 bedrooms. Every house I lived in had 1 or 2 bedrooms. I live in a house now with 4 bedrooms. I never had lived in a house with 4 bedrooms before. That's amazing. All because I work. One, my code of conduct is this: if you want something in life, you have to work for it. But sometimes, even if you work for it, sometimes you won't get what you want. That's life. Hell, when I 20, 30 years ago, when I was in high school, people thought the big getting in the big three on working on the lines was the pinnacle of success. Get into Ford, GM, and Ford, GM, and Chrysler. If you got into those jobs, you're considered a success. You made it. If you get into the airport, you made it. Why? Because 30 years ago, those are the biggest jobs where I live. Where I live, those are the biggest jobs you can get. This one guy had a degree in computer science. He was happy to be a cook, a short line cook at a restaurant. He was happy to do that. I'm like, why'd you waste all your time and energy going to school and learning all this stuff if you're just gonna stay being a cook? I don't know. To me, that's kind of off the wall crazy. One girl, she had a degree. She was an accountant. She said she makes more money being a waitress than being an accountant. Really? To me, I don't understand that, but some people are like that. It all depends on what you want. And believe me, I didn't want to be head dishwasher at Bob Evans. I didn't want to be head cook at Bob Evans. I wanted to work in an office. When I was younger, I said, okay, fine. But the thing is, liberals believe in working. We believe in working. The only problem is that you listen to the people on the far side. And that's where you think everybody thinks. Free education. You know why? Because other countries, their college is free. You know what? In actuality, it's not free. Their colleges are not really free. They pay money in their taxes to pay for that. So that way, guess what? Your parents pay money into that country. Part of that money goes to schools, so that way your kids can go to school for free. It's not actually free. That's the problem. You keep saying free, but it's not really free. Tell you the truth, do I like the idea of taking out $60,000 of student loans? Do you think I like that? No. But I had to get my degree. Believe me, if I can get a free education based on everybody's tax dollars, hell, I've been all for that. Oh, free healthcare. No, it's not free. Everybody pays for it out of their own taxes. That's the thing. That's the bottom. See, the problem is you don't understand what free means. Tell you the truth, you don't get nothing for free. When you come in here, the only thing that you can get for free is a glass of water. That's the only thing you can get for free in this place. Unless the owner decides to get you pay for your meal, that's the only thing free you're gonna get. So, the thing is, we don't believe in free shit. We do believe in people working. But we also believe in people working and making enough money to survive. That's what we mostly believe in. That's why a lot of times, like here, we said minimum wage should be $15 an hour. Conservatives will say, guess what? We don't want them to. You don't deserve $15 an hour. But it's okay for but the CEO making billions of dollars a year. It's okay for him. It's okay for him because he owns this company. It's okay for him to have him making millions of dollars. That's okay. Look, but guess what? Don't you think you deserve more money when you work? For example, most of you guys probably worked in some other jobs, okay? The boss made money. You didn't. You got scraps. Do you really think that, don't you think you wish could have gotten paid more money? You know, don't you wish you couldn't have got paid more money? Because if you can get paid more money, you spend more. When you spend more, our economy grows. That's just basic. But here's the thing. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. One guy in my job, he goes, you get paid too much money to make mistakes. I said, you're right, but you made a mistake here. Oh yeah, that shit happens. Yes, I went to Burger King the other day. I said, I want a double cheeseburger. I want onion rings. Get my food. I'm gone. I got fries instead of onion rings. That shit happens. But but it's gonna cost more money. It's gonna cost. No, it's not. The cost is not gonna make more. The food that you're paying for is gonna cost the same amount. Okay, let me give you an example. In the 80s, a quarter pounder with cheese was like 2.90. 2.90. How much a quarter pounder of cheese costs now? Like $5. Within 15 years, it jumped up in price. When I was in high school, gas was 60 cents a gallon. Now it's almost three. Things like that happen. So when I say stuff like that, I'm not saying. See, here's the thing: conservatives they make rules for everybody, but they give everybody a select few benefits over it. Everybody else gets scraps. The tax break. I got a couple. I got take you. Yeah, I got $200 extra on my income tax. I may get like 50 to $100 extra a week my tax in my paycheck. Okay, that's great. Those multi-billionaires, they save billions. I save a couple hundred. They save billions. How fair is that? So, ooh, and they had to say, well, but here's the thing. A liberal would say, you know what? The middle class should get a tax break. The lower class should get a tax break because they don't make as much money as us rich folk. Since we rich folk we make so much money, we should get taxed more. That's what liberals say. So while everybody in this table will get a tax break under the liberal plan, people who make millions of dollars get taxed more. Okay, it kind of evens that out a bit. No matter how much money they're going to pay millions of dollars in taxes anyway, but the problem is that you're getting table scraps while they getting steak dinners. You're getting the table scraps. That's the conservative way. But but I said, think about it. Conservative wants to define things with this and this and this and this and this and this. Tell you the truth, it's funny. When I first started in college, 80% of 80% of my college funding was Pell Grants, which is quote unquote free money. Conservatives said, nope, no, no, you get less. So my 80% down to 20, so I had to take more loans. Yeah, that fucked me up. That fucked me up. So here's a question. Think about this. Some of you maybe served in the military, and there's nothing wrong with that. Here's the thing. We do believe in a strong military. We also believe in a strong economy, and we also believe in a strong military. Don't get it twisted. One, I don't like the idea of illegal aliens. I don't. A lot of us, a lot of liberals don't believe in but the problem is how you treat those illegal aliens. That's what that matters. Well, Obama did this. Well, yeah, you're right. Obama did this. You're absolutely right. Obama started building the structure for the wall. But guess what? You conservatives hated it. Now all of a sudden you want to build a wall? Yeah, let's build a wall. Well, Obama thought of it first. The ACA, or the American Health Care Act, Mitt Romney thought about that, a Republican thought about that, looked up and said this is not cost effective. It worked a little. It worked a little bit on his state. It worked a little bit because it was the blueprint. Obama took that and said, okay, let's do it this way. It worked. It's moderately successful. Moderately. You see what I'm saying? Depending upon what the political spectrum you are, the shit does not impact your day to day life. Or if it does, it impacts it very little. I mean, yeah, me getting an extra $100 a month in my pay stub, my pay, that's fine. But guess what? I don't see it really because of taxes. But anyway, tell you the truth, do I believe in guns? Yeah, I believe in guns. But the question is that do I believe that you, as civilians, should you have any kind of gun you want? The answer is no. Of course, some guns are strictly for military. I understand that. But some weapons, I should say weapons. I shouldn't say guns, but some weapons should be used for military only, but it's for public consumption. But people modify it and basically break the law doing it. The good guy with a gun theory does not work all the time. Yeah, guess what? It doesn't work all the time. What if that good guy going to actually shoot the wrong person? Would that person be liable for it? I guess that person will be liable for health costs. Who knows? We haven't seen that yet. But when it does happen, then people want to re-examine this stuff. Number one, I'm a liberal. Do I hug trees? No. I believe in hard work. I bust my ass to make the kind of money I do. There are some people who do freeload. I do know that. I really do. But in my opinion, forcing people who don't want to work robs people who want to work jobs. That happened before in our state. To get welfare, you have to work. Well, there's people who want to work couldn't find a job because of where people on welfare had that job half the time. Oh my goodness! But you see what I'm saying? It doesn't mean the right is correct all the time. The left is also can be incorrect, and a lot of times you don't know the true impact until years later. Here's the question: during the Clinton era, NAFTA was not the best smart plan. Okay, But it was a selling point at that time. Now, guess what is that? Now, guess what? It's true. A lot of countries do take advantage of us. That is correct. They really do. But, hey, do I believe in being tougher on that? The answer is yeah, I do believe in being tougher on that. But it's the way how you do it. That's what rubs people the wrong way, especially liberals. For example, I believe sex education should be taught in school. Conservative says no, that should be taught in the home. Half the homes in the country don't teach their kids sex education. But anyway, we can liberals, yes, we believe in the woman's right to her body. Conservatives believe that say abortion is killing people. I don't give a shit. You know why? I'm a dude. I'm a male. I got a penis. If I knock up some woman and she wants to get an abortion, now if she didn't tell me that she had if she didn't tell me, am I gonna be upset? Maybe. Maybe I might be upset, but the thing is, I can't say nothing bad about it because it's her choice. She has to live with that baby growing inside of her. Now, here's the funny: conservatives said, "Well, you can have an abortion if it was a product of incest or rape." But guess what? That's still killing. That's still killing, regardless of the situation. So that means you're a policy. But anyway, that's my viewpoints on politics. Now, to tell you the truth, please feel free to debate me if you want. Please feel free to acknowledge what I say. That's fine, but always be respectful. I'm respectful of you. Be respectful of me. Maybe the next thing I might talk. One of the next things I want to talk about is my viewpoints on religion, and I don't know how to go about doing that one yet. I think I did a video on this before. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. But other than that, I'm gonna get some dinner. I got some online stalkers who wants my money, and I had to beat them off with a stick. Hey, no, you can't have my damn money. And I'm like I said, wearing my tank top. That's too small for me. I need new gym gear. I do need gym clothing gear, and I'm working on that. The only thing is, what I'm looking for, I can't find. I wish I could find a lot more tank tops. That way, whatever. That's a totally different conversation. But anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, give it a thumbs down. Share this video if you want to. Comment, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. And I'll be back with another insane topic that's on the top of my head. Now, what I want you to do, be good to yourself. Think of yourself first. And don't think of yourself last. Because what the mistakes you're going in the past should be in the past. I know that sounded goofy as fuck, but that's okay. Talk to you guys later.